Man, what is happening, my YouTube family? Of course, it is your boy B New. I'm coming at you on this none other than Thursday, Thanksgiving Thursday. And first and foremost, as always, want to send out positive vibrations and blessings to anybody who could be listening. And before I get into anything Lakers related, NBA related, I just want to wish everybody a safe and happy holiday, man. And whether you subscribe to the notion of Thanksgiving or whatever, and you feel it's a corporate holiday, or it's just this and that, whatever time it is, man, I just say use it as a day to come together with your family and celebrate one another and the love that you have, because life is quick, man. You blink your eye and it's over with. So, you know what I'm saying? Why it's a lot of things that you could be unthankful for, why things are not perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. You understand what I'm saying? And life has become a struggle the way that it is. And I'm not going to start preaching and get into these everyday struggles that we all go through, because, you know, somebody always got it worse than you. But everybody at some point or another bears a heavy load. You know what I mean? And everything is not always peaches and cream. But with all that being said, you know, just if you have somebody that means something to you, and, you know, no matter if you got animosity, you know, wipe that Anna off your chest, man, and get together, man, and squash that beef, because you don't want that person to be gone tomorrow. Even you could be yourself. It could be yourself. You know, they could be gone. So, you know, life too short, man. You know, take good care of your loved ones, you know. Now, with all that being said, man, we already know that the Los Angeles Lakers will be in action tonight. We do know that LeBron James will be back tonight. We do know that Patrick Beverly has been suspended for 3 games. This could be a blessing in disguise, because when LeBron James comes back, we was looking at the starting lineup and thinking, okay, what is Darvin Ham going to do? Is he going to be like Frank Vogel? Is he going to show loyalty, like, or is he going to make the most wise basketball decision and what is best for the Lakers franchise, organization, team, and their chances to be able to do something great this year? Because I, for one, still think that the Lakers have an opportunity to make some noise if, and only if, Anthony Davis continues to play that he's playing at an all-world level, because he's doing things right now that hasn't been done since the likes of a Shaquille O'Neal or a Wilt Chamberlain. You understand me? When you're talking about the way he's cleaning that glass while also putting up them points. So when you can get your team, I don't care if it's offensive rebounds or defensive rebounds, these are extra possessions we talking about, and Anthony Davis getting you about 20 boards a game right now. Dennis Rodman-esque on the defensive end, also getting involved, blocking shots, altering shots, getting steals, creating extra possession for the Lakers on the offensive end, also while scoring at a good percentage. That is going to be nothing but good news now if he continues to keep that up when LeBron James returns tonight. Because if you go back and look at it, when the Lakers won the championship, LeBron James and Anthony Davis was playing at all world levels. So if the role players were playing great, that meant an ass whooping was coming for somebody that night. If the role players was playing good, that means a Laker victory that night. If the Lakers role players was playing bad, that means the Lakers skate by and win or potentially lose that night. You understand what I'm saying? Because 2 people can't do it all. But I've been telling you, if you go back and look at my episodes I did, you know, before, when I said Big 3 was bullshit, I've been calling Big 3 was BS for a long time, and said that historically, and I give you a brief recap now for those, you know, if you've been subscribing, you know, but for anybody who may have not watched me before, I'm going to tell you, dynamic duos is what's always won championships in the NBA. Whether you look at it, McHale and Bird, and I know you had other 5 role players in there, Dennis Johnson, Robert Parrish, and Robert Parrish, I know, is a Hall of Famer, so by any means, I'm not saying role player, but I'm just saying you knew who he did a job. So in essence, he was a role player. You understand what I'm saying in that sense? But you look at it, Magic and Worthy, because at that time, Kareem, I don't want to say he was washed, but we all know Kareem was not the Kareem that he used to be. And we know Magic Johnson played that Game 7 in 1980 in his rookie year when Kareem was hurt, and they still won the championship, and Magic was the MVP. So what I'm saying is that was Magic and Worthy, because even some of those championship runs they went on when you had a Glady Divac. See, that's who Jordan didn't play against Kareem. But anyway, Jordan and Pippen, to go another point. Isaiah Thomas and Joe Dumars, there's my other point. Shaq and Kobe, there's my other point. LeBron and D Wade, there's my other point. You can't throw Bosh into it, because, I mean, Bosh was great. I'm not taking anything away from him, but you could have had somebody that maybe not even on necessarily the level of a Chris Bosh, who could have went out and did the things that he did by spreading the floor, giving lanes to LeBron James and D Wade, because he was a big man who could stretch the floor, which I talked about in another video, where I can tell you that the Miami Heat was one of the first teams to start stretching the floor and shooting a lot of threes before the Golden State Warriors. So that's a conversation for another day. But at the end of the day, who else? Steph and Clay. You understand what I'm saying? Durant was the cherry on top. But before Steph and Clay, and I'm not taking anything away from Draymond either, but, I'm just saying dynamic duos is what really ruled the NBA as far as successful championships. And just like Dr. J, they couldn't get it done. Moses Malone came, boom, dynamic duo right there. You understand me? You follow what I'm saying? So anyway, if LeBron James can come back and play at a level, I know a lot of people been saying LeBron is Father Time finally got him this and that, but what I was telling everybody, y'all must got a short memory and don't remember how LeBron, when he dropped them 50 against Golden State last year and how well he was playing, he just didn't have the pieces around him, and Anthony Davis was hurt and Westbrook was not playing at an all-star level. Westbrook is playing a hell of a lot better now. I think Westbrook is going to be key. If he can continue to play the way he play off the bench, the Lakers are going to be a tough team to deal with, because when you have somebody as dynamic as Russell Westbrook leading your second unit, then it's going to mean trouble for you. Do you understand what I'm telling you? And I'm going to get back into the game against Phoenix the other night too, but let me just continue where I am while I'm here. So Westbrook coming off the bench, leading that unit. Westbrook and Gabriel, that's still a good unit that can get you points and is scrappy on the board, because Westbrook is known as a guard, as a smaller guy to steal crash boards himself and fight for rebounds. Wayne and Gabriel is the Mr. Cleanup man there to finish up anything. And then you also have Nunn, who could come off the bench. But now that Pat Bev is suspended for 3 games, I'm thinking that the lineup is going to be. I'm thinking Dennis Schroeder going to get the nod, because they want to go ahead and let they want to go ahead and let Russell Westbrook continue to lead that second unit off the bench. Plus, to me, I think Westbrook should have been starting while LeBron was gone, to be honest, because I know he coming off the bench, he leading the league in assists coming off the bench, whatever. But at the end of the day, he plays well with Anthony Davis. But Westbrook, LeBron, and Anthony Davis wasn't a great match, because you got to have shooters and you got 2 facilitators and people that was very ball dominant, in that of LeBron James and Westbrook. So that really wasn't Westbrook's fault. So anyway, Westbrook coming off the bench, now that LeBron come back, that's straight. To be honest, LeBron can come off the bench. Of course, we know that's not going to happen. But if LeBron led that second unit and it was AD and Westbrook in the starting unit, then you got LeBron coming off the bench to facilitate. Man, I'm telling you. But anyway, that's not going to be the case. The case is going to be, and this is just me calling that, haven't heard official news. If you know, put it in the comments who the starting lineup is going to be tonight. I'm saying Dennis Schroeder at that 1. Austin Reeves continue to get the nod at that 2. I want Lonnie Walker at that 3. I want LeBron James at the 4 and AD at the 5. Now, you also could play big ball. I don't expect that to necessarily happen. You could put Thomas Bryant in that lineup at the 5, AD at the 4, LeBron at the 3, Austin Reeves at the 2, and Schroeder at the 1. You know what I mean? But either way, the Lakers, I think, have grown depth. Now, the other night against Phoenix, they only lost by 10. Now, we know that Phoenix was without Chris Paul and what's that other punk name? They was out or whatever. But at the end of the day, the Lakers was without LeBron James, so that's a wash. So at the end of the day, LeBron James, I'm telling you, that injury was a blessing in disguise, because that really gave him a chance to heal that foot that he just kept playing injured on. He was playing on that foot, very injured and you could tell he didn't have lift. All his shots was coming up short. LeBron has become known for that fall-away, fade-away shot. It's been patented as he got up in his older years, and LeBron has been pretty much very reliable from that 15 to 18-foot jump shot. I mean, truth be told, since he beat the Spurs in Game 7 with the game-winning shot, just in case y'all forgot. Yeah, everybody want to give it to Ray Allen, but wasn't it a Game 7? Then LeBron scored 14 in the fourth quarter of that game, too? I think he did. Yeah, I think he did. He had just hit a 3 2 possessions before that. So they wouldn't even been where they were. Hell of a shot by Ray Allen. Yes, indeed. Without that shot, without Bosh getting the rebound and kicking it out to him, but if was a fifth, we all be drunk. You understand what I'm saying? It's a lot of what ifs. To be honest, you could look at a Detroit Pistons team in the finals in '88 against the Lakers when they called the phantom foul for Kareem. Much as I love Kareem, I mean, was that a foul that gave the Lakers the game in the series? And Isaiah Thomas played on that ankle. That ankle was this swole. He couldn't have came out and finished Game 7. So once they did that, they shouldn't have went to Game 7. And you saw what happened. Unfortunately, the next year, Detroit swept the Lakers in '89. You know what I mean? And them conversations for another day. But like I'm saying, going back to the game against Phoenix, the Lakers role players did not step up. The Lakers role players didn't hit shots. Lonnie Walker really wasn't tuned in. And, you know, it was good defense by Phoenix. I'm not taking anything away from them. They did a great job closing out on shooters and not giving the Lakers much space, because they didn't get a whole lot of wide open threes like they've been getting. And that's because they see that the Lakers have been creeping up to 35% a game towards three the past few games. So now you got teams that's really getting more out there on them and not daring them to take looks like they were before. So the Lakers had to be mindful to swing the ball, make that extra pass, make these defenders have to force out to you. Anthony Davis is going to demand double teams. Now you get a LeBron James in the lineup with him. He's going to start demanding double teams. So when you got two players on the floor at the same time who can demand double teams, you surround them with people who can shoot. Austin Reeves has been looking a lot better from beyond the stripe. Anthony Davis been looking a lot better from beyond the stripe. So what I'm trying to tell you all is, right on to the real, and much love to these haters, it's about to be time for them Lakers. You understand what I'm saying? So the way I look at this is, you know, Phoenix, that's a good team. The Lakers are going to continue to beat bad teams. That was a problem for them last year because they were injury-ridden and they didn't have the players. But I think some of these players are going to be capable. Westbrook has been actually, I would say, reliable from three as of late. He's not just bricking them like he was. He's taking more selective shots instead of just taking any shots. He thinks about it. He gets to the hole. He's creating for others. I mean, he's dropping 10, 11 dimes a game off the bench. That's big time. Now that LeBron come back, you know he's dropping dimes too, so it's over with. So I'm telling y'all, the Lakers got San Antonio today. They got San Antonio tomorrow. Then they got the Pacers. You talking about 3 victories in a row. And then the next thing you know, hey, they're going to start making moves. And by the time the Lakers get Milwaukee, I think in a couple of weeks on ESPN, I think the Lakers going to be right at 500. And once they hit 500 and they start creeping into that 8th, 7th, because it's crowded. The rankings crowded. The West, man, I'm telling you what, from Utah to Portland to Denver to Memphis being without Desmond Bain, that's hurting them a whole lot. Ja Morant can't do it all on his own, and they finding that out very quickly. Jerry Jackson Jr. is the man. I think the absence of Kyle Anderson off the bench is hurting them a little bit this year. They probably wish they wouldn't have gave him up. And then what's that other guy named Felton? But, you know, Bain being hurt, he one of the best 3-and-D players in the game. I mean, boy played defense. He lock you down on the wing, and he shoot that three from a very high clip. I want to say 40%. So, you know what I mean? That's going to hurt them until he can get back. We saw the game the other night, Memphis against Sacktown. And Sacktown, can't forget about them. So that loss the Lakers had to Sacktown, you know, when LeBron first went out, wasn't necessarily a back out. Was LeBron in that game and they lost at the end? I think he was, and they couldn't hold on at the end. But you could tell LeBron wasn't quite himself. But De'Aaron Fox had a hell of a night that night, and he closed it out. Man, you got to give it to that guy. De'Aaron Fox, I mean, he on that level of Ja Morant. He might not be as flashy and maybe not quite as athletic the way Ja can hang in that air just a tad second longer and get up above that rim. But De'Aaron Fox, you got to give him his props. And Mike Brown, hey, you got to give him his props for coaching him up. You understand what I'm saying? You see, I ain't going to say no names. I ain't going to try to ish on nobody's name, but we ain't going to call no names about the former head coaches. But at the end of the day, it's a coaching carousel. It's always an NBA round and round and go. There you stop, nobody know. But, man, I just want to, like I said, wish happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I did want to touch on the Anthony Davis, Austin Reeves, Pat Bell situation. I feel D-Book when he said push somebody in their chest. I feel that. I'm not mad at it. But at the time when emotions is erupting, you just see somebody standing over your player. You like, man, fall up off him. He wasn't facing me. I have no doubt in my mind if DeAndre Ayton was facing him, then Pat Bell would have pushed him right in his chest and did the same thing. Like, what's happening? And as soon as he pushed him down, if you seen, he looked around like he was looking for the smoke. And then one of them chumps ran up and didn't even do nothing. I'm just saying, I know you don't want to be suspended. I'm not by any ways condoning any kind of violence. That's not me. I'm a positive person. I send out nothing but positive vibrations. But when you're in the heat of the moment in the fight and you're at war with your brother, I like everything that Anthony Davis said afterwards. Anthony Davis said the right things. He said, we're not going to let people intimidate us. We're not going to let people stand over us. We got Pat Bev back, whatever. He going to get suspended, whatever it is. So Pat Bev out for 3 games. You know, I for one, I know a lot of people don't like Pat Bev, and I know he has not been bringing it offensively, but the things he's done defensively, you know, the game against Brooklyn, he came up big. Everything started and finished with Pat Bev, the way they contained Kevin Durant on that particular occasion. I mean, you got to give mad props to him, but at the end of the day, man, it's a long season left. So everybody just chillax and watch and wait. And the return of LeBron James tonight, I'm very interested to see how he'll be looking. Of course, you know, he's going to have to get into a rhythm, too, having not played in real game action, regardless if he's been getting shot ups and playing in practice and even getting, drills of that nature. But at the end of the day, man, we're going to see. I want to wish everybody happy Thanksgiving. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell, share. And as always, right on to the real, and much love to these haters.